Some volume. I've well, you can hear me. I can hear you. I've got no headset plugged in. It's like hard. I've got no volume to crank up. I'm on a laptop. It's got shite speakers. The only thing I can do is plug some extra speakers in, like that. Works for me. Yeah. We're vertically back here. It works. There we go. Apparently. He says. Oh, you've got me, huh? Yes, mate. Joe.
Right, are we back? As in, can people hear me and Thunder? Yeah, there we go. I'm going to change my light bulb before I get any more complaints. Back over to you, Thunder.
Okay. Cheers. Clinician. Hmm. So, any questions other than why can't we get it all to work? About being a partner. Well, I mean, the partner thing is tricky. The one thing that really unsettled me actually is when I actually checked out, if you actually type YouTube versus the users into the YouTube search engine, it doesn't find the videos YouTube versus the users. Now, usually if you actually type in the exact name, then either own the ads, right? Or and basically it all works through AdSense of Google, right? So if you like, YouTube is almost a subsidiary of Google in this sense. And I'm waiting for the Google AdSense to sort solve that. And once that's in place, then I can activate the sort of ad thing on YouTube. But the strange thing is that if you type in YouTube versus the users, if you type it into Google, you find a video. But when I was typing into YouTube, I was finding nothing, even when I was copying and pasting the exact title. Can someone else try that for me and just see that they get the same thing? So just type YouTube versus the users into YouTube and see if it's gone. Right? I mean, when I do it, yeah, if you put Thunderfoot in there, it'll find it for you. Right? But this is the strange thing. Even though it was mirrored like a gazillion times, if you actually just type YouTube versus the users, you don't find anything. You put Thunderfoot in there and it'll find it, right?
Okay. Right.
So I mean, are people actually finding the original video? I mean, because I'm trying to work out whether this is, if you like, the only reason that it's acceptable, or we tolerate people like Google, like, is because they don't involve with. Right, I mean, that's what I get, right? If you put Thunderfoot in there, it finds it. If you don't put Thunderfoot in there, it doesn't. Right? And that, for me, is unacceptable, right? That they are in control of the flow of information, right? And that's no problem as long as they don't sort of diddle with the flow of information. And it looks very much like... Okay. So it's sort of mixed results here. I wonder whether it's tied up with the country. So can everyone who... okay, Spain, it works. Netherlands, it works. Right, what I'm trying to do is if you type YouTube versus the users, yeah, US, it doesn't work. I'll put folding money that it works in Europe, but not in America. Doesn't work in America, doesn't work in Canada, Spain. Keep it real. What country are you in? Okay. Works in Sweden, England, no. Portugal. Okay, well, I'm going to see if I can actually copy this. Doesn't work in Canada. Anyway, so I mean, I think that's probably the first thing that I'm going to do is call US OK. That's strange. I mean, the mere fact that you can type it in at all in all of these places, and you type in the exact title and not come up with the video, that's pretty much bullshit. So that might actually well be the first port of call is, you know, YouTube, partner or not, you don't get to do the Orwellian shit, right? Well, or if you do, you see, I don't think YouTube has, if they're called on it publicly, I don't think they have the stature, the Streisand effect. The reason that they initially took it down is because they'd done the calculations that they thought that, you know, we kill it here, and it stops, and it didn't. It propagated beyond their control. And I think it's the same thing now, that if I actually call bullshit on them on this, if they then take down that video, then if they take that down, then it becomes a big story. That to actually get caught sort of doing this sort of censorship bullshit, and then when someone calls you on it, to go after those people to try and censor them, that then becomes fairly totalitarian. That's PR suicide. So, okay, so yeah, if you put it in quotations, it works. Okay, in Denmark. I'm going to go through all of this later. And if you could just sort of give me the... Yeah. It's really weird that it works in some places and not in others. But the strange thing is, usually if you put in the exact title of a video, it's the #1 hit. Yeah? And in this case, in many cases, yeah, and usually the quotes is the explicit search terms. It's a rather bizarre algorithm glitch. I'm not so sure. I mean, there were 3 videos like this, all of them in the tens of thousands of hits type thing. I mean, the only reason that I can see that YouTube wanted to do something like this, or the only reason that I can sort of excuse them for it, is that one of these videos was actually a call for action, and that unless all those videos have then sort of said, you know, look, this is no longer a call for action, or this protest has passed, then that might be confusing, and in that sense they sort of could arguably have a legitimate reason for sort of trying to get those out of the search engine. And if you type into Google, it comes straight up, I think. Right? If you just type into Google, but if you do it... Yeah. DPR, can you do me a favor?
Sorry?
Type in YouTube versus the users into YouTube.
Yeah, just 1 second. What are you after?
Just type in YouTube versus the users into YouTube.
Yeah.
And see what comes up.